Live from Dodger Stadium, we've got baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Singy, we get to see the most powerful hitter in the league in this one. He's got home run power, baby.
Who doesn't like bombs?
First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And our pitcher in this game, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Okay, all set to go. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Well struck left field. And that one hops the wall. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you
ripped on a line, lunging, but can't bring it in. And now it's runners at first and second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. That's a base hit. Oh, he botches it. Everybody's going to be safe.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that more often.
Double play ball to second. There's one. They complete the double play, but the run scores. It's 1-0.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Here's Austin Riley. That one ripped right center field. Back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. The relay to second, and he's in there as a run scores.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Profar climbs in on that left side. Line drive. Outman pulls it down, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Braves. Back here in L.A. and on the hill, Grant Holmes.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Number 6 stands in now and watches strike 1.
Looks like he's sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Grounds one to short. And he'll be safe at first.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
Ball, no.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box. So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one ripped. Harris ranges back. Way back there and gone. He hammers one out to center. His second of the year, and we're level. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Muncy, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Mookie Betts now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
This one in the air. Riley. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that will end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Top of the second. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ozzie Albies. Ohtani back to work.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Ripped, but it curls foul.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Hammered on the line, base hit. Down to third, and he gets back safely.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Golden opportunity right here. Base hit, 1 run in already. And they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Base is loaded now with still nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Base is loaded, nobody out. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He circles the bases. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to their lead. It's 7-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Ohtani will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Clayton Kershaw on to pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 4th home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 8-2.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And, you know, he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So here's Riley now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack one on the board. It's 9-2.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Here's Profar now. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hernandez pulls that one down. That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Singled and scored his first time. This to third, Muncy. Handles, throws to first, and Albies is retired. And that is the inning. The final damage here, they bat around. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. Holmes winds and deals. Splits the plate, and it's 0-2.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
Struck him out swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. The batter now will be Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Swinging a foul straight back.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Off the mark there. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Hit in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. New inning getting started. So here's Murphy now.
Catcher Sean Murphy.
And that one hammered. Outman giving chase. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now it's going to be Orlando Arcia. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Acuna now. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Rip to third. To second, that's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Braves 9 and the Dodgers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, James Outman. Hit in the air, left field. Profar gets under it, drops into the glove, and there's one away. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Now, number 6. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed to the left and foul. Stays alive. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 7. It's 9-2. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Harris II. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Now a relay to second, and that's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. That one drilled left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Now batting.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 11-2. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Alex Vesia taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here is Austin Riley. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 12-2. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Out to short, boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard. Here's Sean Murphy. He's 2 for 2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. But 2 rounds. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Here comes Max Muncy. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Mookie Betts. And that's a strike. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would be. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. It's 12-2. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Vesia back to work. Hit on the ground to short. Betts slings it across.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
That's a laser base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. In the air, right field. Conforto on his way over. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Ozuna, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And here it comes. Popped in the air, left field, squeezes it, and that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and now Teoscar Hernandez. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher. Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. And here is Michael Conforto. This one popped up. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, James Outman.
James Outman now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Hard hit right side. Throw on to Freeman. Out. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Conforto snags it, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Jurickson Profar next up for the Braves. 1 for 3. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
In the air, left field, down the line. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta, but they're still way out in front. 12-2. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 6th. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
First baseman, number 5.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He nails one out to right. 3rd home run of the season. It's 12-3. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now it's the second baseman. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. And it stays fair. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Shohei Ohtani.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-2. Two. Full count.
Back to first, and he's safe. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Max Muncy at the dish. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Teoscar Hernandez will hit next. Base hit, center field. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now it's 12-4. Will Smith to the plate. Late on that fastball. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kirby Yates.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
High fly ball out into left center field. Outman makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. On the ground, slides for the stop, throw to first, and they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And in one hops the wall. And he holds it first with 2 away. Good work in the outfield to cut it off. Now here is Michael Harris II. Lifted in the air out to left. Hernandez grabs it on the run. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Late on that fastball.
No balls. One strike.
Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Grant Holmes will depart. Not his best performance, but he leaves with the lead. And we'll get a new arm into the game after this. Pitching change here, Bryce Elder.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Elder fires. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. He goes down looking.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Murphy sizes this one up. 2 away now. Here's Freddie Freeman now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Off balance throw in time. And Freeman is retired. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're in trouble here. It's 12-4. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the 8th, and now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Yates back to work. Swings through that. Yates, a former All-Star, 37 years young. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Matt Olson. Bunting, and it's in the air. Smith gets it to first. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out.
Well, there it looked like the batter was trying to bunt for a base hit, and as he got thrown out, the runner advanced, so he's going to get credit with the sac bunt. You know, there's this red-headed announcer that I work with sometimes that gets really angry when that happens.
And first offering is fouled off. Fly ball down the line. Hernandez ranging after it. And there's 2 down.
Now
batting Jurickson Profar. Profar gets a piece there. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Conforto makes the catch, and that is that. Bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, number 6.
Number 6.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Can't get their base hit. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. 0 for 3 in this one. There's the swing and a miss.
0-1.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Man at first, 1 away. Battling here as he fouls it away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next.
Here's Betts.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Up the middle. What a stop. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
A nice diving play at second, gave it a great effort, but I was just impressed by the hustle down the line to beat the throw. That was a fun play. Great stuff right there.
Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez.
No balls. 1 strike.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
No throw. He's safe at first. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Ripped on the ground to second. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We go to the 9th. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Yates, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. That to right. Conforto. He's there. He's got it. 1 down. So digging in, Sean Murphy.
Now batting, catcher Sean Murphy.
On the ground to the left. finds its way through, base hit.
Now batting.
One
Shortstop,
down. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Murphy stands at first with one out. Fouled off left side. And down on strikes he goes. Out number 2. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Well, he was ready to make a move. I don't know if his eyes were open when he made that catch, but it is a highlight play. Great job of ending the inning.
Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. On the ground right side, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
0-2.
This one in the air right field. Acuna after it. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Snap throw down to second. Pitch out, but no action. And he dives in safely.
You know what I feel like, Boog? I mean, throwing it down to second base, like, honestly, there's only a couple of pitchers that have ever had any success in doing that. It's just really hard to pick somebody off second.
It's a fair point. 2 in scoring position, nobody out. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
2-2.
And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Down to third, and he gets back safely. And Freddie takes the K.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Next to hit, number 6. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Second and third here. 1 away. And they'll do it again.
One, 2.
Two on, 1 out. Snap throw behind the runner, and it gets back in. And it remains 2-2. Struck him out looking. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Late swing, foul to the left. In there at the knees, and the count is 0-2. The Dodgers down to their final strike.
Yes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
12-4 is the way this one finishes. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.